You all are here, and we're going to talk very briefly. But welcome to War Notes, where the truth is never filtered and we speak it just the way that it is. So, I'm making this video because, as you can see, you guys see my hair out. And normally I have my hat on, so you just don't see my hair too clear, right? But it's important that we talk about this, okay? And to be exact, let's see if I can blow myself up there. Let me see. If I can, then I'm going to blow myself up there. Oh, you guys see my big old watermelon head? Let's get a close-up on that. That is what you call natural. All of this is natural. Okay. That's what this is about today. Okay. So let's get it started. I think I'm halfway decent on camera here. I'm sitting in the car as I do this video with you all. And it's important that you all listen, especially ladies. Very important. So today we are talking specifically about something deep, sacred, powerful, which is black hair. Black hair. Not just what grows from our scalp, but what grows from our history, our pride, and our survival. It's not just about black hair. This is from our history. This is our pride, and it's our survival. Very important. Now, while you're listening and looking at my black hair, from the plantations to the newsrooms, from the battlefields to the boardroom, our hair has been policed, has been shamed, has been mimicked, has been misunderstood, and still it rises. Again, I say our hair has been ashamed of, our hair has been mimicked, our hair has been misunderstood. Let's get into why embracing our natural hair is not just a choice, it's a radical act of resistance, self-love, and legacy. Hello, shout out, Cool Benz, welcome. Yes, indeed. It's self-love, it's legacy, it's a lot. It's a lot to accept your black hair. It's a lot to accept your hair as a woman of color. It has been for many, 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 many decades. And it still is suppressed today. Why it's suppressed? There's a lot of answers why. Is it still occurring? Indeed, so many of my beautiful black women, we try to look like something else. However, today we're going to talk about that. So if you stick through, you'll see my point of view on this. If you wish to stay, and if you don't have time to stay, I welcome you to subscribe so you can catch up on other war videos and war notes and how is this related. So, for a long time, I didn't love my hair like a lot of us. I was taught to fix it, tame it, cover it, or even replace it. Hi, Savage. Welcome. Welcome. Everybody's welcomed here. I was told to replace my hair, tame it, cover it, do whatever. I spent money I didn't have in Chinese beauty supply stores trying to look like someone I was never meant to be. Indeed. Trying to fit in, trying to be accepted. But all I really did was make them rich while I got poorer inside and out. So one day, I woke up and said, if Paviel Gallegos, if I'm going to be poor, I'm at least going to have something to show for it. I'm going to have something to show for it, one way or another. So here's the deal. I stopped buying bundles. That easy. I stopped buying bundles of weave and hair. That easy. That easy. I just stopped. I stopped chasing that slick, straight-haired fantasy. I stopped chasing it. I stopped chasing that slick fantasy. My hair is not slick and straight, not at all. So I stopped chasing that slick, straight hair fantasy. Very important. You'll be surprised how much hair dominates the Black industry, the Black women, that it consumes half of their life. You'll be surprised how many hours I put into gluing my bundles in when I could have did something else more progressive with my life. But instead, I was worried about chasing the slick and the straight hair fantasy. What's that on my lip? Okay, there we go. So I embraced the real me. So it doesn't matter if you're a Black woman listening to this video. You could be anybody. But it's very important to embrace who you are. So I personally, myself, I embrace the coils, the kinks. Sorry about the fireworks from my neighborhood. And I embrace the roots of my ancestor. And guess what? I found freedom in it. Honestly, I found true freedom in it. It took me a while to get here. But now I rock my natural hair with pride, okay? I rock my natural hair, no shame in the game. Every twist, every puff, every braid, every afro is a declaration that I am done hiding. I'm done pretending. Very important for anybody listening. Stop pretending, stop hiding, because you're hiding from no one and you're pretending to nobody, although we assume that other people really care about that silky hair that you have on your head. Usually they don't care. You're more worried about it than the person walking into the supermarket. I figured that one out quickly. But check this out. This goes deeper than it looks. Our hair is history. This is where I'm getting with this. It has a lot to do with war. It has a lot to do with the sacrifices of our ancestors. And because a lot of folks don't know their history, they're not aware, they don't watch their history, they don't read their history. When I say watch their history, folks don't watch their history evolving around them. They don't read their history. They don't learn. They don't teach themselves more. And so then they're ignorant to what's going on. And so you can become unignorant. This is how it goes. By listening, observing, thinking. During slavery, Black women braided rice seeds and maps into their hair to help their families escape to freedom. If you're a Black person watching this, did you know that? If you're a Caucasian person watching, did you know that Black women braided rice seeds and maps into their hair to help their families escape to freedom? Now, during the Civil War, Black women used their hair to send coded messages to store food and to carry hope. They used it to store a lot of food and to carry a lot of hope. In World War II, Black soldiers and nurses were looked down on for their natural hair, even as they served the very country that rejected them. Okay? They were looked down upon. They were looked down upon by the same country that they were required at that moment to serve. Our hair has carried burdens, carried culture, and carried our truth. Okay? So our hair is not just hair, it's not just the afro. It has carried burdens, it has carried culture, and it's carried our only truth that they want to rip away from us. Is one thing they can't take away from us is our hair. They can cut it off and cut it off and cut it off, and it's going to still grow back as long as the good Lord wants it to grow back. As the fuzz that it is, the beautiful, beautiful crown that it is. So yet, white society spent centuries telling us it was ugly, that our hair was unprofessional, and our hair was unworthy. News anchors were fired for rocking their curls. School kids were suspended for wearing braids or locks. They said it was distraction. They said it was distraction. No. The truth is, that the distraction is never really a distraction. Our color of our skin is what's the real distraction. It's never our hair. It's just another way to belittle us. Because our hair stands tall and proud like our spirits, that intimidates them. It intimidates a lot of people. It intimidates some of our own Black people. That's why they're ashamed of their own hair. It never intimidated me. I just was too chicken to do it. Because I was too worried about what Sally, Sue, or John thought about my hair when I went into the supermarket. So now that I am 38 years old, right now, I'm 38 years old, and I've never loved myself more. I don't need any fancy makeup. No, I don't need the bundles either. I'm tired of making the Chinese people rich. And back in action, we got disconnected there for a little bit. But yeah, I don't need any fancy makeup or any bundles or any designer labels. Nope. Don't need that anymore. Everything you see me wear, these nice clothes, these looks you think cost big money, they're free. Now, a few of my clothes I have paid a little bit of money for. When I say a little bit of money, less than $20 a piece. Maybe off of Amazon, maybe off of Temu. I can make the Chinese rich up to that point. Because I shall not rag on Temu. This is not the moment to rag on Temu. I ain't got no problems with Temu. Y'all got problems with Temu, that's okay, but I ain't got no problems with Temu myself, so moving on. Majority of my things, 90% of them are free. From my shoes, to my shirt, to my dresses, everything. I get them from places as Goodwill. Goodwill is no longer Goodwill anymore because their prices are outrageous. But I get them from free clothing places, free clothing drives, all of those things. Because I realized a long time ago that looking expensive don't mean a damn thing if your soul is cheap. It don't mean anything if your soul is cheap. And yes, sometimes, just sometimes, well, back in the days, not recently anyway, I'll backslide and throw in a wig or some tracks or some bundles in my hair. But every time, it lasts like a day or two before I'm just like, you know what? I'm done with this. It ain't me. It ain't me. What am I doing? It ain't me. If this ain't my real natural hair growing long, it ain't me. And that's okay. That is okay. Growth is messy. It's not about perfection. It's about more, I would say, awareness. Awareness is the word. Indeed. Awareness and a little bit of pride. No pride unto the Lord, but pride unto the society, I shall say, to an extent. It's okay to hold your head in pride to the society and don't let them down you about what the good Lord gave to you and put on your head. He provided you with that, whether or not it's straight and silky, coily and tough, rough and tough. That's okay. It's mine. It's mine. I don't have to pay for it. Now, back in the days, I used to say, "Well, if I bought my bundle, that's my hair. I'll pay for it." But in reality, I'm rocking somebody else's hair that was cut off their head, and they had to get just so their family could eat. That's the reality. Now, here's the real message for all my sisters and brothers listening. Here's the real message. Here's the real message. Yeah, it's real. White women ain't walking around, honey, trying to grow afros. Okay? They're not trying to be you. So why are you spending your life trying to look like them? I ask. Just a question. It's okay to accept that our beauty is different. And our difference is divine. Our difference is not just any different, it's divine. If we don't love it, they will steal it. Just as simple as that. If we do not love who we are, what we have on our head, on our body, they will steal it. And guess what? No worries, but we're live here, reconnecting. All right, so picking up where we left off from, okay? And I might have to close this out again. My live is acting a little crazy. Let's see. All right, I'm back in action. Hopefully I don't cut out this time, you guys, hopefully. But getting back to the main thing, not to keep you guys here too long, where we left off, if we don't love our afros, if we don't love our hair, they will steal it. Yes, they will. Everybody wants us to look like Sally Sue and John, and it doesn't have to be that way. Because here's the deal. In 100 years, our children will think that cornrows and baby hairs started on TikTok. Okay? That's the reality. That's what they're going to think. Okay? That's why this conversation matters. Okay? It matters because that is not the history that we want our kids to face. Cornrows and baby hairs came off of TikTok. Oh, you know? Because if we don't honor our truth, the world will erase it. That is the reality. And the truth hurts, but that is the plain up reality. We are not a trend. We are, and we will be, the blueprint. A blueprint. We are the framework. Hard to admit that. Some people don't want to admit that. But we are the framework. We are the blueprint. So, here's what I need you to remember as my viewers, because you guys are my guests.